So the focus of my workshop at the Spirit of the Creatives was to engage in pure expression and self-exploration through the creative use of the senses, taste, touch, sight, sound, and smell, and the natural elements, fire, water, earth, air, and ether or spirit, for the purposes of healing and artistic creation. In this workshop, I taught the art of making handcrafted medicinal teas, which we enjoyed as we created our own personal hand-bound books. We then explored artistic expression using a variety of mediums to decorate the outside of the books. And some of the techniques we used were collage, decoupage, painting, drawing, stitching, photography, free writing. This was a time to process and express emotions, collaborate, and interact. So these intricate, one-of-a-kind, personalized, handmade books served as alchemical tools for inner transformation and release. Alchemy is basically chemistry's medieval predecessor, based on the supposed transformation of base metals into gold. So gold was sought after because it's malleable, but it doesn't tarnish, and it's also considered indestructible because it can be formed and melted down and reformed into different things. So through exposure to intense heat or any of the elements, it can stand up to any of the elements and it won't lose its integrity. So I know that art can change a person's brain on a molecular level, and at our purest, we are all alchemists. So the tools that we created in this workshop allowed us to begin to explore our neuroplasticity, our ability to balance and heal ourselves, and our ability to change our minds so that we can live differently and therefore engage in this sacred and magical process of inner transformation or inner alchemy. So inner alchemy is about finding the indestructible or the gold within ourselves and living from there. So it's alchemy of the soul. And like, for example, some of the raw materials that were used in alchemy, in medieval alchemy, were mercury, silver, lead, and sulfur. So the handmade books and the handcrafted teas, these are our raw materials for the alchemy of the soul. This was evident at the Spirit of the Creatives because the books became the perfect tools for SUNNI Patterson's workshop, which was so extremely powerful. So through exploring these processes of handcrafting and tending to ourselves in the hand washing ceremony, we are beginning this journey of self-exploration. And the many elements of the workshop brought together the many art forms that I work with in my personal process and in my healing process, and show that my work and the work of artists is not just confined to one medium. We're naturally multifaceted, and the art of self-exploration requires many mediums.